Okay, wow, that took a while.
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting that he was killed in action. Yeah, that was it.
The news outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question.
Are you calling
Does
Aerith?
that make me a dumbass?
Exactly.
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folk.
Oh, that's awesome. I love the game itself.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Don't know about alive so much as around.
Eh?
But why come back now?
Also,
After 5 years, doing who knows what?
how are you still alive? Is actually a really good question. I guess Cloud was wrong about, like,
He wants to
you know,
finish what he started.
he killed Tifa. I guess he was being a little
He wants to reclaim
hysterical.
his birthright and rule over the planet.
I mean, she could have
At his
died.
side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Genova stuff.
Really?
Excuse me.
Does my story bore you?
Travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board.
Let me take a look.
Hold on. Why is this scene in this game?
Let's get you back to the room.
Yeah, let's just call it a night. No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth. So how about we give our heads a rest?
No comments, Red? Did?
Oh, no, you don't.
Eh.
Beds. Mine.
That's awesome.
See you tomorrow.
I do appreciate the levity here after that super heavy, because that was about as heavy as this game ever gets, this story, with like that stuff there. That's not true, there's still some heavy stuff coming up.
Hey, Aerith? You awake?
Barely.
Wait, did they give Aerith a custom, like, nightgown?
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
Probably did at one point. All that stuff was taken from me, though. Or maybe erased?
What?
By whispers?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
What? I'm not being... This is not me being facetious. I'm freaked out at... What? Okay, I can't get into why that's confusing as shit, but... Because that would be mega super spoiler time, but...
Cloud, you up?
She actually said you up. Are you kidding me? Sorry, my brain is breaking. I try to understand what that... I'm gonna have to rewatch that cutscene. Like, what the hell were they talking about? What was that about the whispers erasing Aerith's What? Is there still something I didn't understand about the freaking Whisper stuff in Remake? Because, what? And then the Tifa saying that part, like, what? No. Okay. He had to sleep on the couch. Oh, I guess he didn't want to fight Cloud for the last bed. Okay. What a cute little room. I appreciate it. What is in that? I guess it's just a flower arrangement. Looks like there's flowers on... Oh, I can't really tell. Sorry, I'm just taking in the ambiance of this really nice little room here. I really like it. Such a beautiful game, man.
Sorry, did I wake you?
Nope. What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing, really. There's just something I need to ask you.
Oh, shoot. Are we going to continue?
Can we talk?
Are we going to continue this point?
Great, but not here. Follow me.
Okie dokie. Yes, we're on uncharted territories now, everybody. This stuff doesn't happen in... Ah! That actually scared me, him being there. Ah!
That I killed her. So, who is she?
Wh-
Or rather, what is she?
What the hell is this plot point now? I'm gonna need to walk outside and clear my head. Okay, this is doing some really, really crazy stuff now, this story. Compared to what it was, they really are, like, trying to, like, mess you up, apparently, now, with, like, what you thought was back in the day is now topsy-turvy. Who is this guy?
Pardon me, sir, but you don't look very well. An old war wound acting up, perhaps? If so, I can certainly empathize. I myself fought for the company once upon a time, and my body's never let me forget it.
Huh. Alright, well, thanks for centering me a little bit, buddy. I'm sorry if I sound like way overreacting by, you know, what's going on in this plot. I suppose I am playing it up a little bit for the you know, you, the viewing audience. I know. But I have to admit that the extra stuff here now has really gotten me, like, off kilter a little bit, which is why something like Sephiroth popping in, like, actually freaked me out there. And now whatever the hell that dialogue was about the questioning Tifa, is Tifa alive? There was never nothing like that on the PlayStation 1, right? Like, I completely played the PlayStation version. I always just assumed that Tifa somehow just got lucky and survived, you know. Like, you know, like very barely, like, survived Sephiroth slashing her, you know. You know, because Sephiroth wasn't, like, really bothering to, like, make sure he finished the job, you know, when he struck Tifa. So, like, I always thought as a kid, like, okay, you know, she, like, very, very barely, like, you know, somehow clung to life and survived. Where, you know, most people would have died. But, like, now... So this is what happens when you get rid of the whispers, huh? Wow. You know, Sorry, I'm, like, still really stalling, because I'm just, like, trying to understand this. I was a little bit disappointed when it became apparent that FF7 Rebirth was just gonna follow the plot of the original FF7. Once I had played Remake and I realized that the killing of the Whispers was supposed to, like, break the canon event curse, if you will, and, like, stuff could be allowed to derivate from the events of FF7. And also, like, again, the implications that Aerith seemed to know of what's going on in the plot to some extent, but which now they're kind of doubting with that line about, like, the Whispers removed her memory or whatever, you know? But now that they're messing me up with this stuff, now I can see that this game's instead of going to be putting me in, like, a really uncomfortable position of I'm trying to guess what is gonna be like the way it was, and what is actually changed in this universe. It's gonna be like uncomfortably ambiguous as we play this. At least that's what I'm guessing after the curveballs this game has been throwing me in just the last 5 minutes. Anyway, this is beautiful though, look at this. Giving us a chance to have a look at the lovely town of Calm. Oh, kind of Traverse Town looking there, that big clock tower. That's kind of fun.
Do you think Midgar's over there? Anyway.
There's something I need to ask you too.
Are you alive?
Shoot.
That night, 5 years ago, at the reactor, I saw you lying there. Saw your wound and all the blood. I figured it was too late.
Yeah? Wait, what are you implying? That I died? That I'm some kind of imposter?
That's a bit of a leap to make just from what Cloud said, but sure, let's go with that.
Can't believe I'm having this conversation with you, but here we are. Here, look. My scar. That proof enough?
Ugh, okay. Yeah, I was like, please don't show me that. Ugh.
He's the one who brought me to the clinic. He risked his life carrying me out of the reactor and down the river.
Okay.
It's just him, though. There's the doctor who operated on me all night, and the nurses who looked after me for days on end. I'm here now because they were there for me then. And where were you again?
Ooh.
Where have you been this whole time?
Oh, that's some good.
5 years.
You know I can't tell you that.
Of course you can't. Sorry, I just need some space.
Okay, this was awkward. Okay, well now I don't know, because they immediately answered to Tifa, like, how's Tifa alive? She gave a pretty reasonable explanation for how she survived. So, I don't know, I would really love if the game's gonna keep me trying to guess, like, you know, like, gonna keep me trying to, like, guess, you know, what like, maybe I'm imagining things or not, like, and what has changed and whatnot, but, looks like for the moment we can, bury that, conspiracy theory, I guess. I don't know. I spend way too much there pontificating about stuff here. I'm sorry, it's just very exciting to play this game. Man, that jazz cut out real quick.
Pick up where we left off, like nothing had changed. But I guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
I was so happy to see you again, but maybe I shouldn't have been.
Damn, rough. Yeah, I shouldn't. Let's not. Let's just go. Let's just go back to bed, because I'm sure it's going to be real easy to sleep after the...
You two fight.
No.
Oh.
We have enough problems as it is. Copy?
Night.
No custom...
Tomorrow is another day.
No custom pajama for Cloud? Oh, that's too bad. Hey, that Never Meet Your Heroes was the name of the achievement. Oh, that's awful, but I love it. for beating Chapter 1. Ah. The next morning. So, I guess now we get into the game proper. That was the cold open the cold open flashback. Very exciting. I really like this This version of it. There was, I think I'll save it for next episode so we can get some forward progress. But there was, stuff I enjoyed and stuff I thought was better in the original. I talked about the music, that was, but I'll talk about it more at a better chance a little bit later, Wait, what's this? Yeah, what the heck?
From our humble establishment. Though it may not look like much, it should help you to break the ice with those you meet.
Queen's blood?
Oh, I know about this. Oh my god, okay. You can now play the card game Queen's Blood. Find other players denoted by the icon around the world and challenge them to matches. Should you win, they will often give you new cards to add to your collection. Defeating players will also give you the opportunity to fight other opponents in different towns. You can also build and edit decks by selecting card decks from the main menu. So this was all the rage back in the PlayStation 1 era Final Fantasies. Although weirdly, not in Final Fantasy VII. Never had this game minigame, but the card game minigame. But FF8 introduced Triple Triad, and FF9 had Tetramaster, which was this elaborate card game minigame where you could just play cards with people all over the world. If this sounds familiar to Witcher players, Gwent in Witcher 3 was very much a, homage to this stuff. I don't know. I've never read the, interviews with CD Projekt Red. I don't know if they were specifically thinking of the PlayStation Final Fantasies when they came up with Gwent, but it definitely feels like a continuation of that, and I had a really stupid smile on my face when we got hit with Gwent, years after playing these silly card games in old RPGs. Learn how to play Queen's Blood? Okay, you guys, I'm sure you were really hoping on some great forward progress, but today, the rest of today's episode is going to be playing a little bit of competitive card game. Alright. I don't know yet how much time I'm gonna devote to this. I might, this might be a good bonus episode fodder to do a little bit of this, I'll have to think about it. But let's do this, here and now, at least. Alright? Alright. What was the minigame in, Oh yeah, there was the little, miniature models game in the Yuffie DLC of FF7 Remake, but I think this is going to be different because this is a card game. Let's go. Each player takes turns placing a card on the board in one of the 3 lanes that span from left to right. First, try placing a card on one of the highlighted tiles adorned with an emerald pawn. Okay. Delightful music, by the way. I love it. Just the energy you want for a silly card game. Gargantuar! Gargantua, yeah, that's the one. That's kind of nice. That almost feels like an FF8 reference because it's a loose one, I admit. But there's a giant cactuar in FF8, and FF8 is the one that's really associated with the card game thing because of how addicting Triple Triad is. I do believe there's a non-zero amount of people who think that that's the best part of FF8 and the reason you want to play the 8th installment of Final Fantasy is to play that card game. Okay. Once a card is placed, its power is added to your lane total. New positions will also be added to the board, which are tiles with emerald pawns upon which you can place cards. The yellow number in the top right corner of a card is its power, while the positions a card will add to the board are indicated by the yellow squares in the graphic at the bottom. Right, so Jumbo Cactuar, or whatever, Gargantuar put them in a little figure number 5 shape, but 2 of those were off the board, so it's just those 2 on the right side then. Okay. Okay, now what does that mean that there's 2 pawns on that one square that the opponent put that on? So you can stack pawns. Next, place a card so that one of its yellow tiles overlaps with one of your existing positions. Okay. Are you allowed to put cards anywhere, or just on the ones with the pawns? I'm gonna guess just with the ones with the pawns, but we'll see. So, we want to take our Levricon, silly little creature, and yeah, if we put it there, This will overlap with that one on the right and with Gargantuar, if that affects anything. Let's find out. When one of your card's position tiles overlaps with a position you control, the position rises in a rank. As there are 2 pawns on that tile now, that position is rank 2. Cards can only be placed on positions equal to or higher than their rank, which is denoted by the number of pawns, in the top left corner of the card. Thus, in order to play more powerful cards, you will have to raise the rank of your positions. I see, so we can only put Riot Trooper down on a spot 2, which we can now do. And now that I look at it, right, Riot Trooper has some insane coverage on, squares there, so that makes sense that you need to line up a big one. Okay, he's building up on that rank. As you now have a rank 2 position, try placing your rank 2 card on it, which would be a Riot Trooper, as I mentioned. Okay, and he also gives 3 points on the lane, which means we got good chances of winning this lane, you know? Like, if that is how this is played, I don't know, but, like, you know, we're going to have a bigger score on this lane, probably, unless he puts down, like, a really big value card there in that one square. If I don't know if he can, because we got a green pawn there, so let's find out. Time to find out. When one of your card's positions overlaps with one of your opponents, you claim that position as yours. Note, however, that claiming a position will not raise its rank. Oh, okay, so you can steal them. Okay. You can steal unoccupied ones, I guess? Okay. Ooh, oh, he's building up to something real big. That's scary. You can keep track of who is winning a lane by looking at the points total on each side of the board. The numbers on the left represent your power, while the ones on the right represent your opponents. You may notice that some cards have tiles with red borders. These are the tiles that are affected by the card's ability. Place cards effectively to make most of their abilities and amass more power in more lanes than your opponent. In the event you cannot place a card, you can pass with triangle. When both players pass consecutively, the game will end. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, this seems interesting, because this is, yeah, so the win goal here is, I guess, to build up the, like, points on the lanes. Very cool. Now, can I check what is the special power here, you know? I can't. And I guess you cannot claim a card which is occupied by an enemy, I guess. If I had to make a wild guess, like, I'm assuming you cannot do that, so... Alright, I guess now we get into the strategy of it, yeah? It gives a +2, I believe. Okay, so this crystalline crab will give a +2 to our Riot Trooper there, really increasing the points on that lane. So, we'll steal back that one square there, and he can't steal it back this turn. Well, he can if he's got a really fancy shape, I suppose, but, you know, it'll be hard for him to steal that back, so let's do this. Ooh, that's a 4-pointer. Okay, 5 and 5. Oh, okay. Getting a little scary. Now, what could I do here, then? I could put the Jumbo Cactuar here to build up that 1 to 0.3er and also steal one square. He'll probably steal that back pretty handily, though, so... But it's probably the smart move to, like, be a little aggressive and, like, force him to, like, you know, do something about that. And also steal his options. He can't, like, make a forward push. So I'm gonna do that. He's only got one square, you know, but, oh, it's a good square, though. But that's really wasted, though. He only got the, like, one perk from that, you know? Oh, Magic Pot. Okay, what's this one do? Gives a +2, which means we will handily win that row. Yeah, I'm putting that down right now. This is our best chance for this one, so yeah. I assume we're getting a little bit of a handicap in what cards we're getting, because this is still the tutorial. Oh, that's sneaky, though. We can't get that lane back now. Not really, because got no tricks to reach over there, so... But hey, we secured 2 rows, basically, so I'm feeling pretty good. Now, if the goal is to win 2 out of 3 rows, we're already good. If the goal is to get a point total, I'm still doing pretty good here. Well, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Got a 2-point lead on him, so... I'll play assuming that we need to get a point total to win here, but we'll figure it out then, I suppose. So what I want to do is maximize points on that bottom row, I suppose. Just to make sure we got, like, at least, you know, in case I can do some kind of trick here. I probably can't, but might as well. Yeah, we lost that row. That's too bad. Now, in case we need a point total to win... Oh, man, we could have done this to beef up. Oh, well. So he's got 753. That adds up to 15. And I have... I've already won, basically, no matter what the win condition is, I'm pretty sure. But the smart thing to do, obviously, is to use a 2-pointer card just to increase that value even higher. Let's pass. Once the game is over, each player's score is tabulated. Only the player with the higher power in a lane has their power added to their score. In other words, no matter how high your power in a lane may be, if it is less than your opponent's power in the same lane, it will not count towards your score. Ah! After calculating the winner for each lane and adding their lane scores up, the player with the higher total score wins. That adds a little bit of strategy. It's kind of like how in Gwent you can, like... force your enemy to, like, waste cards, and they might win one round, but if you, like, really force them to waste cards to get that win, you can still win by, like, playing real strong 2 other rounds. You know. Not saying that I don't have a little bit of, experience of having played Gwent and having fallen into that trap. Yeah, okay. But, yeah, so in this game, you can strategize and, like, you know, try to, like... trick the enemy into like committing on one lane and then give them that victory while you've been building up your power on 2 other lanes, and that's how you get the win. Okay, I'm feeling it. So we get 9 and 7, which should add up to 15. Oh, 16 points. My math isn't good. And you win the round with 7. Okay, all right, you win that lane, but it's like I win. That concludes the Queen's Blood tutorial. You can add more cards to your collection by winning them off other players or purchasing booster packs from shops. In your quest to amass cards, you may even end up becoming the best player on the planet. Exciting. Alright. Try challenging Queen's Blood players in town. You Queen's Blood players await your challenge in Calm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that, so... That I found that interesting, but I also... That is 100% a thing that if I start, like, devoting time to that, it is going to eat up so much of my time. So much of episode time. Hey, a chest. So, that seems like something that might be really smart to leave as a, like, bonus episode thing to do, or like an end-of-episode extra thing to do. I'll have to think about it. Oh, this is rude. Wait a second, I'm walking into the ladies' room. Oh, thankfully they're already gone, so... Whoa, the ladies had this nice of a balcony? Oh, I feel ripped off. Let's take a quick look over here. There's a modern-day, peeved, edgy Cloud. We're lost a young, bright-eyed Cloud. That's fine. It still looks pretty bright-eyed, actually. I don't know. No, I didn't mean to come here. I meant to come here, look at the map. Story, map. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Isn't this lovely? This is looking quite different from Calm in the PlayStation version, but that's, yeah... wasn't the most interesting layout in the world on the PlayStation, so yeah, I don't know. Something that could be allowed to be remixed up. Somebody on the rooftop? Let's have a quick look. Nope. Ah, fresh morning. Oh, lovely. I mean, I guess it looks like calm in the PSX game. It looks like the couple of like pre-rendered cutscenes you see calm very briefly. That's what this looks like. Not as sure, because actually I don't remember super well what it looked like, the actual environment you wander around in. So, I don't know. But,
This is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche.
My God.
The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai and has begun investigations into the matter.
Damn, alright. Well, hey, we made the news, you guys. Oh, can't talk to this maid. Alright. Oh, I looked for a second that there was a guy to play Queen's Blood with the fireplace. That was weird.
Good morning, sir. I must apologize for not introducing myself to you earlier. I'm Broden, the owner of this inn. Your companions have all stepped out. Oh, but Barrett left a message he wanted me to pass along to you. You missed roll call, soldier boy. Luckily, you're on leave for the day. Don't waste it, though. Get your equipment checked ASAP. Sound advice?
Alright, adjust your party's gear by accessing material and equipment from the main menu.
A trip to the arms dealer is in order?
Good idea.
By the way, Cloud, do you have any folios on you?
Excuse me?
In
What?
that case, you might also want to pay a visit to Magnata Books. They have stores all over, but the first official one was built here in Calm. And their resident scholars are remarkably talented. If you want to unlock the true potential of your folios, you should go see them. The first customization is always free.
I'm sorry, what the hell is a folio? That's such a weird... Like, Cloud should have been like, what?
Calm's a simple but beautiful town.
Okie doke. Hey, Red!
Finally. Rough day yesterday, huh?
You've been waiting for me?
I've been waiting for a chance to thank you properly.
Oh, really?
Without your help, I'd still be in Hojo's clutches, trapped in that lab.
Was nothing.
Even so, I owe you a debt. Until it's paid, I'm going to accompany you.
Really? Join the party, Red 13. Hell yeah.
Oh, if you're getting your equipment checked, have them check mine while you're at it.
You don't have
Sure
equipment.
thing.
You have a hairband.
The
Aw,
root's
man.
got a backbone.
What? The Rook? Okay. Overcoming challenges, helping people in need, and exploring the world will deepen your party's bonds, thereby increasing your party level. The higher this level, the more skills and abilities will be available in your folios. Good lord, folio. So, let's take a... Oh man, this song... Oh! This song is so good! But I gotta call it here, because I've been... Yeah. We went long today, because I really wanted to wrap up that flashback on everything. So I gotta call it here. A part of me was thinking I'd do the card games as a little, you know, end of episode thing here now, just to, like, get in the groove. But I have been recording so long, I gotta call it here. So, well, this was exciting. I'm super glad we got to play through the finale of the flashback. I'll try to talk about some feelings about that later when there's a suitable opportunity. But it's good to be here, guys, in the proper FF7. Yeah, and we got the whole gang here, and the world could not be more beautiful. So, world's our oyster of Final Fantasy VII, and I am looking forward to it, as I sure hope you guys are too. So, please, Come back next week, and let's see what awaits us on our adventure! Bye-bye now.